Welcome back, FHN Today. Today I have Arlene Kearns. So, Ms. Kearns, what are some of your responsibilities of that position?
Well, we have to make sure we have all our schedules in for all our sports. We have to make sure we have officials for all our sports, that we have buses for away games, workers for home games. And we kind of all try and coordinate different events at school for the different clubs and activities that go on too.
So, what got you started working at Francis Howell North?
Just when I had decided to go back to work after my son kind of entered high school, and I still wanted to be off in the summers or during Christmas break, so I thought, well, what better than a school? So, and that's why I interviewed for here, yeah.
So, relative to the building, where are you found?
My office is right outside the large gym.
So, what are some of your daily interactions with students?
A lot of different things, because we're right next to the gym. So I see a lot of kids are just coming in and out for PE. And then based on the time of the year, when we have kids that are needing to get their eligibility paperwork done for sports or get impact tested, things like that, they'll have a lot of questions and come in for that.
So what made you get into athletic directory?
Well, when I started here, I was up in the main office, and I was up there for 14 years. And it was a 10-month job. You were off all summer, and all that. But by that time, I was ready to go full-time. The activities office, their secretary that was down there, Jane Griner, she was retiring. And so I guess it was time for me. I could go full-time, and I could work year-round. So,
what's the hardest part of your job?
It's very busy, even though it's fun, and it's, doing all the activities, the interaction with everybody. It's fun. It's very hectic. It's very busy, but it's rewarding too. So,
what would you consider the best part of your job then?
Working with the kids and seeing their excitement, especially when they win, and their accomplishments, things like that. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Francis Howell North memories?
Boys soccer. Went to it was their final game. We got some buses, and the kids, we all took them over there to be able to watch the game. So things like that, when we get to host, district softball or baseball on our own site, it's fun to be able to go out there and see the kids. Yeah.
What would you consider your funniest moment?
Gosh, I don't know. When you're, especially speaking over the intercom and trying to say kids' names and stuff like that, and then sometimes you can really mess up a kid's name, and sometimes it can maybe not funny for them, but
yeah, it can.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you do that you feel often go unrecognized?
I don't know that anything goes unrecognized. I mean, it's there's a lot of paperwork involved, with everything, with eligibility, and things like that. We have to make sure everything's in MSHA. We have our own district reports that we have to do. So there's just a lot of paperwork that, not just being at the games and getting things set up. It's all the paperwork behind it that, people, you're just not going to know all that stuff that goes on.
So I actually was at the signing day yesterday, and I know that you set all of that up, and I wanted to say that it was really phenomenal. So can you talk me through the process of all of that?
Well, usually Mr. Janos will tweet out something, and then I'll have something put in announcements that, students, the day is set by the national, NCAA, and it's a national day. It's always the first Wednesday of February. So, and he'll tweet out the information, and we'll put something in announcements so that kids that play sports for us and that are going to college to play also, they'll come down. We'll give them a form to fill out, asking them the basic questions and stuff, and then I'll type that all up for Mr. Janis, and we'll make little signs for their college that they're attending and stuff like that. So, and then that day is when, everything kind of happens, and you just have a lot of things to set up in the auditorium. So.
Yeah, but it was really good, so congratulations.
Thanks.
What does it mean to win Assistant Staff Member of the Year again?
It's quite an honor. We have an excellent staff here, as a whole, so it's an honor to have that, recognition, with all the people that are, eligible for it.
How did it feel like when you were sitting there and you heard your name come over the intercom?
It's embarrassing, but it's, it's happy too. It was a shock actually for me to get it again this time, but yeah, it was pretty surprising.
And my final question with you is, if you could have given the award to anybody else, who would you have given it to?
There, I don't know that I could pick just one. There are so many in our, in our main office, and our paras that work with the kids every day, just different things like that. Our nurses that deal with a lot. I don't know that I could pick just one person. It's a very hard thing to do. Even when you get that email and it says, pick your person, it's hard to go in and just pick that one person.